How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Counterside video. And this was a video I really debated on making, I'm not going to lie. People are probably not going to be too happy that I'm making this, and somebody's going to complain about what I have to say, but I just had to talk about it. I had to put what I thought out there, because it makes a good video, first off, and because I need to vent. I need to vent about it. And I want to preface this with, if you've watched my mobile gaming library videos, then you know. And if you haven't, then I'll tell you. I have played hundreds of mobile gacha games. And across those hundreds of mobile gacha games that I've played numerous, I can't tell you the exact number, I don't keep count of that, but numerous collaborations across those games. So that's my first preface. My second preface is I'm a fan of HoloLive. I am. I'm a huge VTuber fan, a huge fan of HoloLive, and I love all of Myth. So if you haven't guessed what this is about, or the title of the video hasn't clued you into it, I want to talk about this global first collab. That, at the end of the day, was just a disappointment. This collab was not great. And at first, we didn't know what it was. We got our teaser that it was going to be HoloLive. And I'm like, okay, cool. I thought instantly, awesome. I love HoloLive. That's fantastic. I downloaded, what was it called, Valkyrie Chronicle, just because they were going to get a HoloLive collab, and I played the game to play the HoloLive collab. So I love HoloLive. I was excited. We found out they were just going to be skins. At first, I was a little bit disappointed by that, because I'm like, oh, that's kind of boring. I wanted, units. But then, at the end of the day, I figured, well, it could be worse. Skins aren't the worst thing they could be, or the worst thing it could be. So that's fine. We can get skins. I mean, this way, we don't have to worry about a balance issue, right? They'll be on characters, hopefully characters that are usable, hopefully characters that are good, and you can, use them. And they were on good characters. To be fair, the character selection they used for the HoloLive skins were pretty decent. Kiara definitely won out in probably the most used of the 5 characters. Well, Kiara and Watson, because, yeah, Young Harem gets used all the time. So, yeah, the two of them definitely won out in terms of how much they're used. And I would say Gura and Callie probably were on the losing end of that, because now Lucrezia and Casey are definitely good units, definitely usable units. They're a bit more niche. Still good units, but just a bit more niche. And then Adele's right there in the middle for Ina. So I thought with skins, that's not a big deal. That's fine. I can live with skins. Skins are cool. And then this just means, it means I already have the characters, so I just have to get the skins. Now this is where the problem starts. Let me back up a minute before I get into that. Generally, across the many collabs I have played with different games and animes and things like that, and even with the other HoloLive collab I played, you do usually get characters. Generally. But not this time, and that's fine. We'll just use skins in place of the characters. For the comparison's sake, I suppose. Generally, in a collab, you get characters that are added into the gachas. Or, in some cases, like for Valkyrie Chronicle and HoloLive, they were free characters. You just had to play the event, which was, in my opinion, great. Now, whether how good they were is something else entirely different. But that way, if you were prepared, and a lot of players, when they heard we're getting a global first collab, started saving resources like mad, expecting to summon for characters. But there was no summoning for characters here. So that's where I was like, oh, that's probably a good thing. We're on an expedited schedule. We're trying to catch up to where the other servers are. So having something to spend our resources on that's a unique factor, an unknown factor to us essentially, is dangerous. And this way we wouldn't have to, right? That's actually great. That was well thought out. And Studio B-Side, bravo to you for that. In a lot of collabs I've played, at least in the good collabs I've played, you generally get something for free. And I'm not pandering that everything should be free. No, that's stupid. The game can't make money that way. What idiot would think that? The collabs are a way for them to make money. I'm sorry. So there's got to be something somewhere they make the money on, right? So not everything can be free, but who expects everything to be free, especially if you're playing gacha games? Gacha games are inherently scummy. They want you to spend money to summon for characters to use in the game. It's... we all know that. We all play gacha games, right? So it's just... Now, this one is better than most. I won't say that that it's terrible. No, you all know I love this game. I don't think this game's terrible, and I don't think it's that bad. It's just a general rule of thumb is if you're going into a gacha game, expect some level of scumminess to it. That being said, wow, how do I approach this? So usually in a collab, the collab units you have to summon for in the gacha. But usually you get free stuff for playing the event that goes along with it, or something along those lines. In the better collaborations, you usually get one of the several collaboration characters for free. That free character may not be good. They might be bad. Like, they might be absolutely awful. But you get one of them for free. The HoloLive collab, you get one of the skins for free. True. But it's not that straightforward. That's the problem. It's not just like, okay, I do some missions and I get a free skin. Obviously, I finished it. You see who I got. I got Ina, which, if you've watched my videos, Ina was the one I wanted the most, so I did get very lucky. I'm not going to say that I didn't. But you had a bunch of missions, which were like, spend Eternium, do your dailies, things like that. Those are very straightforward. Those missions gave you eggs that you summon on this gacha. And this gacha consisted solely of trophies of the HoloLive girls in their different outfits and costumes and things like that. That's fine. I'm not upset with the trophies. I think the trophies are fine and cool. Like, that trophy section of our inventory is painfully empty because, nobody really holds on to a lot of those. Nobody gets all of those, for the most part. So what's the point, right? People get the ones they like or whatever like that. But regardless, at the end of the day, it's way emptier than what this is. So it gives space there. And it gives it relatively cool. I like the trophies. I'm actually quite pleased with the trophies. The problem is this gacha, there is no form of guarantee. You have a 1.5% of the SSRs here, right? And the awakened ones being a slightly less of that 1.5 total percent. Across all of the missions that you had here, across the login bonus, and if you used all of your codes and whatnot, it didn't give you enough summons. You still had to go over here to the HoloLive collaboration, the point exchange, and buy more summons that way. Or use your courts to get more summons. You had to do that. Which is already bad. The fact that there wasn't enough way to get summons at these points, which is how you're supposed to get the nice free things, right? Like, most people couldn't get these set binaries because they had to buy the summons. Most people couldn't get the tuning binaries, the enhancement modules, the ship schematics, because you had to get these things over here. Not to mention these other hollow egg summon things were just not something you would normally get because you had to summon more. Okay, so you summon more. Even then, you could potentially not get enough. Because one of the missions had to do with collection's sake. You had to get so many of the things in here. I had so many people in my consortium. I think it was over half the people in my consortium do all of the missions, get all of the free ones, and then still spend their points to get more, and they still didn't complete that mission. I had somebody in my consortium use 10k quartz buying summons, and then also, you could compose the dupes and the extras, right? Did all of that, still did not get 35 unique of the collection to get the free skin. So they're just not getting it. They just wiped their hands and said, I'm not spending more quartz. I'm not spending the money. I just don't get the free. So that raises the question, because they had to spend so much quartz to get this. Because they had to spend those points that were free from doing the summons that were supposed to be used to get the free stuff, the nice stuff, to get more summons. What did they get for free? They didn't get the costume. They got the trophies. And yeah, why would that be exciting? I think the trophies are cool, but they're not exciting. Nobody really cares about the trophies at the end of the day, really. The big thing was the free skin. Now, yes, the free skin was random. That's another issue. There's 5 skins here, and they were random. You got one of these for random. Now, you do see that I have 2. I'll talk about that in a minute. So, you're not guaranteed the one that you want. And, that's fine. Because in some games, you don't even get a random one. You just get a specific one. In some cases, that might actually be better, because then you know which one you have to buy, right? But you got one for random. In my case, I got really lucky. I got Ina. If you wanted the other skins, you had to buy them. Now, skins in this game, you can use quartz if they're a rare skin, or you use admin coins. There are so many people that are sitting on admin coins. 1,250 right here in mine right now. Only thing I buy is this subscription thing. A lot of people, a lot of your light spenders that enjoy this game buy these, or just the 30-day one. And they don't buy every counter pass, so they're sitting on coins. Whether that be for awakened units that they want to try and roll for and they don't have enough black tickets, or for skins. That's what they're there for. But you couldn't use coins to get this skin. You had to fork out money to get this. You had to pay to get the skins. And they're $40, $36 here, US dollars, but it's basically $40 per skin. You get one of them for free. Now, given if you get that one for free, you don't get the special trophy for buying it, which the fact that those special trophies exist for buying it are just kind of like prestige, hey, I spent money, woo, things, and I don't particularly like those either. I think that's just kind of weird, but so that's $36, almost $40 a skin. You get one random one. If you wanted to get all the others, it's $160 nearly. That's a lot of money for a mobile game, for just skins. It's not like they're characters. Why? Why is it so expensive? This isn't even counting on Apple and Google Play because of weird price changes on Apple or whatever, and they had to change it. It's almost $47, almost $50 per skin. That's mad. No skin is worth $50. That's a lot of money for a skin. Now, yes, I bought the Gura skin. You see that. I got a Google Play gift card from a family member for Christmas. So I used it on this because it's the main game I'm playing right now. And I wanted the Gura skin, so I got it. I had the gift card, but I wasn't forking out the money. If I hadn't gotten the gift card, I certainly wouldn't have bought it. But you could say, oh, but you're getting other things with it. You're getting the trophy, which, big whoop. The trophies are just there to look nice at the end of the day, really. Well, you're getting the eggs to summon more. Well, you don't really need that if you manage to even get the free skin, because you nearly wiped out the all the trophies anyways, and the only thing in there is trophies. It's not like there's anything really that exciting in there. The things that you get here don't add up to this value. I haven't played a lot of games where you can buy skins, but generally, the games where that I have played where you can buy skins are about $25. You get $25 and you get material to summon in the gacha. And that's the actual gacha, the thing that actually, you get characters or weapons from, or whatever the gacha for that particular game is. That's good. Yeah. Some games will let you get just the skin without the currency, and that's around $15 to $18. That's good. Sure. The highest price for a skin I've seen is in Opera Omnia, where it's $40 roundabouts for a skin, and you get 2 tin pools worth of material. But that's how much 2 tin pools worth of material are anyways, so what you're really doing is you're buying 2 tin pools worth of material and get a skin as a bonus. And I do wish that game would let you just buy the skins, because that game, you really don't need to buy the materials most of the time, but I digress on that. This, you're not getting summon material for your general gacha. You're not getting anything that's going to benefit you in the game whatsoever. You're going to get a trophy in eggs to summon more trophies. That's it. Well, you could say, those eggs you use give you points to use in this. And yeah, at that point, you probably don't need the egg, so you can get the other things. But I think tin pools are, what is it? Is like 1 point for every summon? Something like that. So you get 30 points. Congratulations, you get 20 tuning binaries. Big whoop. You get 5 T6 enhancement modules. Big whoop. Like, you don't really get anything with 30 points. This shop is just egregious in and of itself, because here's the nice things down here, this being the nicest thing, but you couldn't even worry about that if you wanted to get your free skin. For most people. Like, this collab, from beginning to end, was handled poorly. It was bad. I was so excited to hear HoloLive was getting a collab with a game that is probably my favorite mobile game on the market. And it is just a game I greatly enjoy, and is really high up there in just my overall games I've played, just simply because it means a lot to me. But the way it's been handled, the way it is just... I'm sorry, I don't have the expendable income to drop $160 for the other skins. And I'm fine if, if these were like $25 a piece, I wouldn't complain. Because that's reasonable, even for your light spenders. $25 for this bundle, the special trophy and the 30 eggs. Okay, sure. Why not? But it's just... Why could you not? Just explain to me why you couldn't just buy the skins with admin coins. Why? Why couldn't you just buy the skins with admin coins? Because if you look at the price of admin coins, for how many you would need for that skin, it's $25. If you get this one, as this is the 1.5 special, that's probably not the best comparison, is it? You could do the weekly package, it's $27. Or I think the monthly, no, okay, well, yeah, $24, I guess, if you get 2 monthly ones. I don't know. However you want to look at it. The fact of the matter is it's cheaper than what this is. And it's not just me. I've seen so many people, like, from my consortium. I've seen people on Reddit and Twitter and other places also have the issue of, because of this gacha and you having to do these missions, they don't get the free skin. At least one person spent 10k quartz and wasn't able to get it. Because it is a gacha and that is random. That's atrocious. That's not good design. So what if we had an entire month? That doesn't change the innate problems here. So what if you could compose the extras that you didn't need? And then some of the people I know composed even their individual copies and got rid of them, so they just don't have those trophies to try and do it. And you still could potentially not get it. What's the point of this free skin if you can't get it? Then it's not free. And for that matter, what's the point of this free skin if you have to buy extra pools? Because then it's not free. Like, they don't have to give us anything free. I'm not saying that. No, they don't have to do anything. We all know that, and everybody knows that. But the fact of the matter is you want to entice people to play your game. You want people to enjoy it, and you want to reward your players, right? Isn't that common? In what way are they rewarding us here? Like, we didn't get anything special from this collab. I mean, if you were lucky, I suppose, yeah, you got a free skin. But if you were unlucky, what did you get? Maybe if you didn't buy the extra pools with the points, maybe you got some set binaries or something. Great. Aside from the egregious pricing on the skins, there are other things they could have done to improve this collab. The gacha could have been more than just trophies. Like, the gacha could have been, I don't know, it could have been, you could have put materials in here. You could have put cores in here. You could have put, like, we just got rearms, cores would be great. You could have put credits in here. You could put, yeah, if you really wanted to be nice, you could put tuning binaries in here. I doubt they would put set binaries in here, but I mean, that's an option. You could put experience materials. You could put skill materials. You could put intel. You could put eternium. You could put nice things in there. When I heard skins, what I expected was some kind of gacha. I was expecting a gacha like this, but the skins were in here. And you could summon with a special material that you got playing the event, like the eggs, what the eggs ended up being. Or you could use quartz, or maybe even admin coins, to get more pools and potentially get the skins in a gacha. That was my prediction, and I was okay with that thought. That was fine. Then people, potentially, if they had saved up resources, could summon and could get it. Like, and even then, like, even if that wasn't the case, if they had a gacha that was where you could potentially gacha the skins and maybe got some other nice, useful things besides just trophies out of that gacha, the one random skin makes, a lot better sense. The one free random skin isn't as bad. And even then, the prices of them aren't as bad. Like, if this pack, where'd they go? If this pack came with these 30 eggs and the trophy, and that gacha that those eggs went to had, like, tuning binaries and credits and useful things like that, that's not a bad deal, really. You could get resources that are really nice. Now, you could potentially get the skin you just bought, too, which, is a problem in and of itself, sure. But you could get nice things. It's not just getting more trophies. Trophies is a weird choice. Like, you could also get the HoloMyth package where you get an emote of each of them and more eggs in a frame. I mean, the frames are really cool. Kind of sucks that you do have to buy them, and they weren't some kind of special reward, but fine, whatever. At least they're admin coins, and 1440 admin coins isn't the worst in the world. It's... what? Yeah, about... trying to do math. Is it what, $16? I don't know. It's not the worst in the world. It's... I can't imagine I'm the only person that feels as jaded or upset with this. I mean, I know there are people who are upset with this. The people in my consortium are upset. We can't be the only ones. I've seen a few people complain here and there on Reddit and Twitter. I would love to hear other people's opinions. What were your opinions of this collab? I mean, looking even at the other collabs the KR and JP servers had. The Lelouch of the Rebellion collab. You got Lelouch for free, and he's a good unit. I don't know about the BlazBlue collab or whatever it was. I don't know much about how that went. But in this one, you got skins that you could potentially get one at random. You didn't really get anything for free that was nice. And then if you wanted the skins, they were $36. Or if you're playing on mobile, they're nearly $50. Even compared to the other collabs in this same game, this is not good. Like, I don't care that we didn't get free stuff, but at least make the things we do get worth it, I guess. Make it worth the investment and time to play. Like, cool, I have these trophies. I'm never going to come here and look at these. I will forget these exist. I forget the trophies I have from this game exist half the time. Like, the only reason I know I have them is because they're the Awaken mission ones. And then Ludmilla, because I like Ludmilla. Now the skins are beautiful. The animations are amazing. The voice acting, so well done. And I'm not surprised on any of that. This game continually makes amazing animations, makes amazing skins, and has good voice acting, and then the HoloLive girls are all incredibly talented. So it's just like, none of that surprises me. All of this I expect. It's just the... And I'm sure, they had to pay Cover Corp, to do this, right? Cover Corp has to make money from this. So, and that probably has a little bit to do with the price. And like I said, the price isn't terrible. It's what's you're getting for the price. It just feels so unrewarding in a way. Because the skin, even as good as it is maybe worth a little bit more than what your SSR skins are, right? Which is 2,080 admin coins. So it's a little more than like $30, which, cool. No, a little more than $20, $25, in that range. Cool. I mean, maybe they're like, 2,500 coins worth. I don't know. It's just... And yeah, I got really lucky. I got the skin I wanted the most off my random one. I was able to hit that 35 limit, or 35 collection, to complete all the missions. I did have to use quartz. Yes, I did. I had to use... I think I bought 3 of the quartz packs to hit it. So I'm relatively lucky in that regard. I even got a Google Play card as a gift and was able to get a second skin. So yeah, I have no problem spending money, like, on a game that I enjoy. I mean, quite frankly, if even if I wasn't happy with it, if I had the money, I probably would have bought all the skins, and I would have been displeased that I had to spend that kind of money, but I would have done it. But I don't have that kind of money. And I mean, if you have that kind of money, great. But your general player probably doesn't have that kind of money to spend on this kind of game, or at the very least would not spend that kind of money on a game, on a mobile game. It's... If there weren't so many horror stories that I have seen, at least just in my consortium alone, let alone the rest of the internet, of people who just didn't get the free skin because of the RNG factor of it. Is this the worst collab I've ever played? Probably not. It's just the things that are bad in this collab are kind of egregious. And I'm hurt for other players, for people in my consortium, because there are people in my consortium that were HoloLive fans and didn't get the free skin. And that's a bummer. It's made worse because if you realize the fact that this is a HoloLive collab, and the girls most of them did play the game at least once on stream for the collab, brought in players. And there's a chance those players, unless they spent the money, they didn't get a free skin. Now, hopefully, they really enjoyed the game and stuck with it, but, they came there for the HoloLive. They came there to, get the skin of their Oshis and have that. But they may not have gotten it, not without dropping money. And now I'm sure a lot of HoloLive fans probably were willing to drop the money, to be fair, if they were willing to download the game, but maybe not all of them. So, I don't know. I just think, is it the worst thing in the world? No, I've seen so many things that are worse. I'm not really saying it's the worst thing in the world, but it's just the things that are bad. They're kind of egregious, and they're kind of not great. And the thing is, the Studio B-side, for the most part, has been a great company. Like, they have done great things with Counterside. And this is just not what I expected from them. It's just kind of sad, kind of disappointing, really, that this is what we ended up getting. Because it's unrewarding. It doesn't feel very rewarding. I mean, maybe to me it feels a little bit rewarding, but I mean, I got really lucky and got the one I wanted the most when I got Ina. But for a lot of people, it's not very rewarding. I mean, heck, even if you spent all that money to buy all 5 skins and all of the, frames and emotes and whatnot, you didn't really get anything to further your account in any way. I mean, I guess maybe you got a few more set binaries and some enhancement things, but not a whole lot. I don't know. I would really like to hear what more of you think about this collab and what your opinions and impressions have been. Like, I'm quite fond of Studio B-side in the way they've handled Counterside, the way they've handled this rush to catch up. And I'm just a little disappointed that this is how this global first collab really, how it happened. And the sad thing is like, even if you're willing to spend a little bit and you can't spend all to get all of the skins, or you didn't get the random skin, or whatever, but you still want to, and you're not able before it's gone, you may never get that chance again, because there's no guarantee the collab is ever going to come back. Like, for that matter, like, with JP joining Global, like the servers merging, JP had the Lelouch collab. Global servers didn't, so does that mean Global never gets the Lelouch characters and the JP ones do? I mean, Global has these cool skins that JP will never get if that's the case, maybe. Maybe they'll redo the collabs. Like, maybe we'll get to do the Lelouch collab again. I don't know. Maybe they'll rerun the HoloLive one and you'll get a second chance at, these skins. Or a second chance at a free random skin. Even if you got the first one, maybe. Well, who knows? There's a lot of unknowns in that regard. So you can't say much on what a potential future might be in that. You can only say of what the experience of playing it while it was here. And while I was playing Counterside every day throughout this collab, it wasn't because of this collab I was playing. Like, nothing about this collab made me play Counterside more. I mean, I was already doing all the things that I was doing, and just the collab stuff was happening. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing, really. I mean, the Valkyrie Connect one was basically you just played Valkyrie Connect and then you got HoloLive characters and equipment and stuff, and that's cool. I'm not complaining about that. That's honestly great design. But that was giving you characters and stuff. This one wasn't really giving you anything if you were unlucky. So, again, if you didn't care about HoloLive whatsoever, then technically this entire collab was a win for you, because you just could ignore the summons and the skins and you could just get the set binaries and stuff. And so then, yeah, you got some extra set binaries, some extra enhancement modules and stuff. So maybe to you that's a win. And if that's so, great. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed this. I just really wanted to make a space to talk about this collab. And so this video is here because I want to hear what you all think of this collab. What was your opinion on the collab? Did you like it? What do you think they could have improved upon? What was your opinion? Were you excited about it in the first place when you found out it was HoloLive? Did you care at all to begin with? Did you care at all during it? Do you care at all that you may or may not have gotten this skin? Are you indifferent to it and you're like, cool, I got a skin, I may or may not use it? That's another thing. Like, if you're not a HoloLive fan, you got the free skin, maybe. But what does that matter? Like you also maybe got the set binaries? Maybe? I mean, you could have got really lucky on the gacha element, got all the things you needed. I don't know. I want to know, and that's why I'm making this. I want to hear other people's opinions. I mean, I can't promise I will give feedback to every opinion, but I want to hear it. I want to know what other people thought. And I hope that, in the future, that these are handled better, that Studio B-Side does a little bit better with the collabs. That if this collab reruns or comes back, that it's handled a little bit differently. I'm just a little sad. I'm just a little sad that it all ended up the way it did. A great game like Counterside, a great collab like HoloLive, and it was just overall kind of disappointing to me. And I'm just curious what all of you think. And please, leave it down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought. Go tweet at me on Twitter. Give me your opinion there if you want. I just would like to know. What are your opinions? What are your opinions on the collab? What are your opinions on Studio B-Side because of this collab and overall? And what does it mean for you? I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm going to keep playing Counterside, obviously. I love this game. I'm going to play it well into 2023 and well into the foreseeable future. And because I got rather lucky and circumstance was in my favor, I have two of the VTubers I really enjoy watching as skins now. So much so that I have a second copy of Adele that I have to level up because I'm never going to take the Cena skin off. Just like I'm going to need 2 copies of Casey because I'm never going to take the Gura skin off when I use it. Especially because I spent money on that one. Well, technically spent money on that one. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think? And with that, I will end this long, wow, we are at 40 minutes. I will end this rambling of a video and leave the floor open to you. Tell me what you thought. I'm curious. Share your thoughts. Share your experiences. Share the experiences of your friends. What did your consortium think? What did your friends think? Just let me know. I'm curious. I want to see what other people thought. I'm genuinely curious. Maybe I am the minority. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm okay with that. I will admit I'm wrong if everybody else said it was good. Then, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Fine. So be it. I'm wrong. I'm not so stubborn as to say, oh, obviously my opinion's right. No. I mean, I'm wrong 90% of the time about things. Ask any of my friends who like to debate things with me. They will tell you that. Now, whether I'm actually wrong in this time is something entirely different. But the point of the matter is I'm not opposed to being wrong. And if the vast majority of you loved this collab, then awesome. I'm very happy that my opinion is the minority. That I am in the wrong here. Great. Like, I understand why mobile games do things the way that they have to do it, because, they have to make money. And that's fine. Whatever. Like, yeah, gacha games are scummy inherently, but again, mobile games and games have to make money. That's fine. It's just, there's ways to go about making money that isn't scummy. And that still rewards your players. But, again, I'm rambling again, and I'm repeating myself. Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, hit like. Subscribe for more Counterside videos, because there's going to be a lot coming in the new year that I definitely plan to talk about. I'm sorry for rambling. Not my normal type of video. I just really wanted to put my thoughts out there. I expected more, I guess. I was hopeful, and that's on me. But thank you very much if you enjoyed this video. If you watched all the way to the end here, wow, do I appreciate you. You are an MVP. Thank you. And yeah, we will see everybody in the next one. A lot shorter, a lot less rambly, a lot less disappointing. And yeah, appreciate you all. And I guess this might be coming out before New Year, so Happy New Year! Happy 2023! I don't know. I haven't decided when I'm putting this out. This might be redundant. Anyways, see y'all in the next one. Peace.